You know, today, what I want to tell you, you know, in the story that you have been taught in the morning, what you have learned? A boy was selling goods from door to door. He was selling goods from door to door. While selling goods, the boy felt very sad. What is the reason behind his feeling sad? When he was trying every door, almost entire locality, entire colony that he was visiting, or every door that he was trying, gave him zero response. And the boy, though he was poor, he was good at heart. Maybe that boy was poor, that boy used to go to school. It means the boy was what? The boy was lion. Lion means when a person can be lion only when he is fearless. Understood? He is compared to a lion. Understood? When I say you are a lion, what does it mean? Are you a lion already? You have 4 legs? No. I am comparing you to lion because your acts are like that of a lion. Everything you do is like a lion does. You are fearless. Am I right or not? When you are fearless, your fearlessness will make you brave, will make you achieve your goal. In this world, cowards die many times before their death. Who said this? William Shakespeare. Am I right? So, if you want success in this world, you need to be fearless. Only fearlessness, understood, can make you achieve your goal. The boy belonged to a poor family. What the boy knew was, if I don't sell something, I cannot either run my family or carry on my studies. Understood? So, he used to sell goods from door to door. This is how he began his life. He woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. He had a mother. Mother was critically ill. He did not have enough money to feed his mother. Naturally, he depended on his job. What kind of job? Sales job. After doing this job of selling goods from house to house, from say 5 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock, understood? In the morning, he used to reach his house. Then, whatever income he generated, whatever income he got out of the sale of those goods in his bags, he used to give that money to his mother. He used to keep the rest amount of money in his pocket. With the little money in his pocket, he used to go to school. On his way to school, sometimes he used to sell goods, or sometimes he used to depend on people in the locality for meal. That day, when he was trying every door on his way to school, he was trying to kill 2 birds with one stone. What he tried to do? He actually thought of selling some goods on his way to school. But unfortunately, he could not succeed in selling a single thing. Then the last door, before he knocked at the last door, in the colony that he used to go through on his way to school every day made him feel sad. Almost all the door he tried from very early in the morning, not a single family gave him positive response. That day he felt very sad. He lost his faith in God. He thought that this world is full of heartless people. I don't want to live in this world where there is no sympathy. I don't want to live in this world where nobody is sympathetic towards others' problems. So he lost his faith. He lost his faith in God, he lost his faith in humanity. And he decided to give up. That lion-like boy, the boy who thought that he was a lion, felt coward. We sometimes feel coward only because of the problems we face in our day-to-day life. The problems make us feel sad. The problems make us fear. What? The hard realities of life. The hard realities of life look as if they are like the Himalaya, which we can never cross, which we can never imagine crossing. Understood? Even that Himalayan problems or Himalaya-like problems that we sometimes face in our day-to-day life can vanish only if you have faith, if you do not give up. If you give up, you are defeated in the battle of your life. And what if you try, like Lord Krishna, I want to tell you the story of Lord Krishna today. It is very good for you. Once when Lord Krishna, told Arjuna, before you go for the Sayambara, what did how did Arjuna get to marry, Draupadi? Do you know the story? Huh? Who arranged for Sayambara? Draupadi's father? And Draupadi said, I can marry the man who can shoot what? The eye of the fish that will be kept hanging. Where will it be kept hanging? The fish was kept hanging from maybe something. Understood? It was kept hanging from something. What? Either from something. It was kept hanging from something. And where was it hanging? It was hanging on water. Understood? It was kept hanging on top of a pond. Understood? And you looking at the fish in the water. Understood? Looking at the fish, at the reflection of the fish, where? In the water of the pond, you have to shoot what? The eye. Clear? And then only can you think of marrying whom? Draupadi. But Arjun said, maybe I am the best archer in the world, but reaching my goal, accomplishing that task of shooting the eye is really, really impossible. Why? It is only because the water in the pond above the fish may experience what? Jerks. And there may be ripples on the surface of water. Why? Why does the water in the river, in the sea move? Why do the waves get formed? How do they get formed? It is because of the movement of air over the surface of water. So who will steal? Who will steal the water in the pond? Krishna. Lord Krishna, you tell me. If the water moves, then how can I reach my target? How can I achieve my goal? How can I reach my goal? How can I shoot the eye of the fish? Understood? Hanging on top, understood? Hanging above the water in the pond. Do you get it? Then Lord Krishna said, you do your duty. You do your duty. Leave the rest with me. What? The act of keeping the water in the pond still. Leave the act of keeping the water in the pond still to me. Do you get it? So, if you work hard, if you try to achieve your goal, understood? God will be with you. What does this story teach us? This story teaches us that if we try to achieve our goal, understood, maybe you cannot be 100% successful, but if you want it from the bottom of your heart, if you give your 100%, and if you work, what? With complete attention, with undivided attention, God is there. God will not leave you. God sees everything in this world. Whatever is happening around us is visible to God. Only if you have faith in God. But believe it or not, there is God. Maybe you don't believe in the presence of God, but you must feel it. Then what happened? Do you know how? This is how. Who succeeded in shooting the eye of the fish? Arjuna. Why? Because Lord Krishna made the water or kept the water in the river, in the pond still. Maybe it was in the pond. I think it was in the pond, maybe in a pot. The water was kept in a pot, isn't it? Above the water there was a fish hanging. Understood? And that fish, that eye of the fish, understood, was shot successfully. This is how Arjuna got Draupadi in his life. So it is very clear that God is there with you. God doesn't leave you, leave the rest. You work hard, try to achieve your goal, God is always there. In the same way, this boy who was trying every door from the morning that day, that boy lost faith. And what has God said? God said, where there is a will, there is a way. If you try, you can achieve your goal. So he did not give up. He did not give up trying. He decided to knock at the last door. When he knocked at the last door, when the boy who was hungry, on that day, when he was knocking from door to door, he found only a coin. Coin means a dime left in his pocket. He felt very sad. But he did not give up. He thought, before I go to school on empty belly, I must knock at the last door. When he knocked at the last door, understood, on his way to school, a beautiful woman opened the door with a big smile on her face. The beautiful woman with a big smile on her face made him so happy that he lost his nerve. He forgot to ask for meal. Instead of asking for a meal, the boy asked for a drink of water, for a glass of water. Hearing this, the woman found him hungry. It seemed as if the boy asking for a glass of water looked as if he was hungry. So the woman brought a large glass of water for the boy, gave it to the boy. Getting the glass of milk, the boy was very, very happy. He got back his faith in humanity. He regained his faith in God and humanity. This is how he satisfied his hunger with a large glass of milk. Then the boy said, "How much should I give you for the meal, for the glass of milk you gave me? How much should I give?" The woman said, "My mother said not to take payment for kindness. Kindness is not on sale. Every human being in this world doesn't have kindness. Kindness is a quality. You get it only if your parents carry it in their blood. It is a gift of God. Kindness is cultivated. Sometimes it is created. Kindness, you get to cultivate kindness in the company of good people. They teach you how to be sympathetic towards others, how to be kind towards others. This is how you can cultivate kindness. Kindness is the noble quality. There are many people in this world who only thought of themselves, thought of their own problems. They never looked at the problems of others outside their own beautiful home. This is why these people who only thought of themselves and their family members and were imprisoned in their own beautiful home were cut off from their beautiful world outside that. And who got that opportunity to look at the world outside the boundaries of their house? Do you know? Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha, when he was a little boy, you know what happened? That little boy never knew what lay beyond the big, large world around his palace. So one day he decided to go out of the palace. But his parents prevented him. But he said, "No, as I'm a prince, nobody can put me inside. I have to see what lay beyond this large world that ran around our palace. I want to see the world that exists outside this world. Outside the walls around our house." When he was taken outside the house, he was taken aback. Why was he taken aback? The first man that he saw was so poor. His poverty moved him. Then he said to someone standing beside him, "What is the problem of that man? That man is poor." It means the first disease that man is suffering from is his poverty. Poverty is a disease. If you cannot get over your poverty, what will happen to you? Do you know? How can you think of a good life like that boy who was selling goods from house to house before going to school? Understood life was a challenge to him or not? Do you get me what I'm saying? This is what I want you to understand, the reality, the hard reality of life. Only on that day when he saw the real world that existed outside the palace, he changed into Lord Buddha. What? The first thing that came to his mind was, oh my God, our life is full of sadness. Our life is full of sorrows. Our life is a mixture of joys and sorrows. But when this life is for a short period of time, we are not going to live in this world for a long, long time. Because whoever came to this world will have to leave this world. So, I don't want to be what? Mortal. I don't want to remain in this mortal body. What should I do? First, my problem is my house. So he left the palace. Leaving the palace, what did he do? He went to a place where there is what? Freedom from what? These riches of material life. What is this? From comfort. He left his comfort zone, punished him with a life that was the life of a saint. Who is a saint? A person who freed himself from pain, sorrows, the problems of day-to-day life. Understood? Like the boy freed him. Understood? In the same way, Lord Buddha started, praying for a hidden power. Where? Under a tree, banyan tree. Then someone came and gave him a glass of milk. Oh, this is how he got nirvana. Nirvana from mukti. Mukti means freedom from this material life. Material life is full of sadness. Understood? And Buddha taught one woman who lost her son, came to her and said, Lord Buddha, you are so famous, you have to give life to my son who has just died. Buddha said, okay, all right, I will make him alive, but on one condition. What? You have to bring something. You have to bring something. You have to bring something. What something should I bring? That woman said. You have to bring alms from rice from a house where nobody has died. The woman said, okay, fine, I'm going. She tried all the doors in the world. But what she found? She found that someone had died in all the families he visited. When she came back to Buddha, Buddha said, did you get something for me? The woman said, no, I have not. Wherever I went, I found someone died in that family. So what does it teach us? Life is short-lived. Life is a golden opportunity. Make proper use of your life. Then only can you think of a good life. Real happiness. Understood? Real happiness depends on what? Real happiness depends on what? Don't talk. Real happiness depends on what? Don't talk. Real happiness depends on what? Real hard work. That is genuine. Genuine work. Do you know what is genuine work? That you do, that comes straight from your heart. If you do something, understood, if your love for your studies comes straight from your heart, only then can you think of success. Success is a mixture of what? Hard work and your patience. Patience means is a mixture of hard work and patience means if those who lose their faith, if you are not passionate, if you don't have patience, understood, to do something, you cannot achieve your goal. Understood? So from now onwards, you must keep this thing fresh in your mind. That life is impossible without hard work. Life is impossible without patience. You need to have patience, you need to work hard, you need to make others around you smile, do not hurt the feelings of others, and stick to your goal. Like Lord Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, what did he say? Work is worship. Do your work without result. Understood? Don't ask for result. Like that woman who gave the boy a glass of milk became ill one day, and that woman understood. What did she get? She got free treatment at the hands of that boy when that boy became a doctor. Right? That boy became a doctor and cured her. Understood? And in return, when the boy found that this is the woman who gave me a glass of milk when I was hungry, that boy charged no money for and the treatment was free of cost. So every little act of kindness have an impact on everybody in this world. Never forget this. Understood? This is what the story teaches us. So this is all today. Fine. Thank you.